Dhruv's first day in itself was a challenge. Someone who was supposed to be his co-fellow had left the fellowship without even informing anyone. The principal at that time, who was already disinvested, who had never heard of Teach for India before, his first impression was that this one person who came and quit. I remember observing him teaching through the day in classrooms where the kids are not even paying attention, not even his class. He didn't even get to teach his own class. He didn't even know which class was his own till the end of the first month of his classroom. 11th graders, 12th graders bullied him and asked him to, pulled him out of the classroom, and he used to, in the beginning, he actually had to beg sometimes to let him teach because his electricity board used to be outside the class. They would just pull it out, right? And I know he says that he knows that comes from just their need to be taught, right? And I think that's what drove him, right? And you can imagine what happened to those 6th graders who came in and suddenly they were shocked, right? Because the MCD environment is a little more guarded, and then they came here and they assimilated so well into this environment. They were a lot of truancy. They were going smoking, there's drugs. They would easily have followed that path where I honestly didn't see a future for them. I mean, if you ask me what they would be doing at 25 years of age, I wouldn't know. I would be scared to say. What he has created in this classroom, for me, the bright spot has always been the values and mindsets that he's built with his kids, not even in his kids, right? The way they work together now. Something that I look forward in his classroom is the return of childlike innocence in those kids. They actually seem like children right now. They're in 7th grade, they seem much younger than they were in 6th grade when I saw them. His concept of leadership was very driven by his experiences before Teach for India, which are driven about, you know, with discipline or I'll lead, you follow. I think slowly it turned around to I cannot lead from the front, I have to lead from behind, which is my kids, right? He first learned that through the kids. I think a hurdle in his classroom, he was thinking of too many ideas at the same time. And they were all really good, but they were not being consistent. I saw him learn through that, and similarly, I saw his kids learn through that. They were destructive, they become apathetic, right? And then they became on task, but they didn't really know what was needed out of them or, you know, what they could give to the classroom. It's when Dhruv started grounding himself in the needs of the classroom. This is when, you know, started making the vision of excellence, the collective contextual vision. Stuck to one thing, chose one way in which he will innovate, which is phenomena-based, project-based learning, and said that this is what I'm going to follow through and this is what I'm going to see excellence in. And for that, he took what was not even apparent in the beginning, but became his biggest strength, which is developing others, right? That started off with his children, that he couldn't do it to them, he had to do it with them. And he sat down with his co-fellow when other people were still getting to know them, and he had marathons of vision setting. Anything I would do in my LC, he would sit and do his own LC with him. And the way he developed him through conversations, through learning circles, by giving him in the moment feedback, which you can see even now, like they keep doing that, like in the moment feedback. And the other day, finally, he was saying that I feel like sometimes I've made you know, Utkarsh into a teacher that I would have wanted to be at this point in my fellowship. Same way he worked with his school team. A lot of times I hear them say our children. There is no my children, it's our children. So their goal of no 0.5ers is for all, 6th grade as well as 7th grade. Their goal for all above like super 18 is for all the kids, 6th grade, 7th grade. So their goal is for high order kids, middle order kids, low order kids, not 6th grade and 7th grade. And through developing others and by bringing a grounded approach to his leadership is how I've seen him transform himself as well as his classroom.